How you doing, folks? Deadman here, back with another zombie survival tip to keep you alive during the zombie apocalypse. Again, I asked some questions. Should you guys want me to cover anything? You guys need me to, talk about something? Anything at all. I only got 2 responses. I covered the last question and the last one, so I'm going to cover this one. My friend Masked Bandita, I think on Twitter is her name. She posed a question to me asking, especially concerning The Walking Dead, the last little, couple episodes there for the season, banding together. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Should you take up arms against anybody and all who come along? And you know what? I'm going to cover a couple of those points, a couple of reasons to band together and a couple of reasons not to band together. The first thing, we're going to go over the good first. The good parts of all of this is, one, you have people around you. That's a lot of support. It keeps you entertained in one sort or another, telling stories back and forth. Believe it or not, fights off and staves off a lot of anger, a lot of, insomnia, a lot of, repressed issues that can come out during isolation, without other human beings around. There's more reassurance that you're going to stay alive because you got somebody to cover your back. Because, you only have 2 eyes. You can only look in one direction. You got more eyes than that. You can look in several directions, of course. More manpower to be able to survive. If you have a place that you can hold up, if you have a place that you can, stock up for a little while, then that's great. The more people you have that you trust that are able and willing to help you out, then that means more manpower, a safer environment. Also, another thing is when more people, you cover more hours of the day. You're able to sleep. You're not going to be sleep deprived 24/7. You're not going to be, locked inside of a locker, in a high school trying to, get some rest because the ghouls are outside and they know you're there. And most of all, a greater chance of survival. You can have all the weapons and food and all that you need and all that you can stomach and so on, but if you're alone, the chances are that's how you're going to stay. With more people around you, it's easier to get things done, just like you saw in The Walking Dead. They're able to scout larger places. They're able to split up, divide their forces, get rid of ghouls, get rid of walkers, if you will, and be able to still come back together as a main person. You have different people that can sustain different roles. You have doctors, you have medics, you have combatants, you have fighters, you have people that can pick locks, people that are good at electronics, people that are good at survival, ex-military type folk. Every single person has something to contribute. But let's go over some of the bad. Some of the bad is that, with more people comes more noise, more light, more consumption of energy, which means that the ghouls are going to find you quicker. The risk of strangers, people that you think you can trust, that look trustworthy, and when you wake up in the morning, they're gone with all your supplies. It's sad to say, but it's every man for himself out there, and it is a risk. Another thing is risk of infection. Say you already have a standing group. Say you welcome one person in. You don't check them from head to toe. They got a bite. They got blood in their mouth. They got blood in their eyes. A few hours later, they run the fever. Guess what? They're a walker right in the middle of your peaceful little camp. That is also a very big risk. Another thing is, just like you saw in The Walking Dead, a risk of betrayal. No matter who you put in charge, somebody's not going to like it. That's just it. We're human beings. We have the innate ability to pick out the most mundane bullshit and fight about it. If you were stuck in a group with people and you don't like someone, that's going to cause a lot of problems, and that's going to cause people to divide. And there you have a greater risk of betrayal. Also, another thing is infighting. In the zombie apocalypse, you are going to be on adrenaline 24/7. You're going to have an itchy trigger finger. You're going to want to swing that sword. You're going to want to, use that knife. Infighting is just that. It's when one person won't back down, this person won't back down, and they go at it. That creates problems for the whole group. Because if somebody gets injured, guess what? That's medical supplies you could have used for something else. If they make a lot of noise, guess what? You just drew a whole bunch of ghouls or walkers. If they, get injured or they get killed, that's more responsibility for you or whoever's in your group. So the last point is, what do you do with other groups? Do you draw on them? Do you try to make peace with them? I can't speak for you. I can speak for me. I can tell you right away what I would have done in that whole, Governor Rick peace talks. Trust me, you come after my family, my friends, I'm going to put one in you, I'm going to put one in the 3 morons outside, and I'm going to burn down Woodbury. But that's me. As for anybody else, I don't know, that's your decision. I really can't make that up for you. You have people in your group that are depending on you, you have people in your group that you need to worry about, then you need to prioritize what you need to prioritize. The drawing first on somebody, if they look injured, they look bit, I'm not hesitating. They look shady, they look even innocent, trust me, there's going to be a barrel to their head till I'm well damn sure and clear that they're able and willing to join our little group. But that's just me, I'm paranoid. Hence why I make these videos. Hence why I own a lot of fucking knives. Anyways, if you have any questions, you have any comments, you have any disagreements or agreements, any comments at all, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and I'll be back again soon with more zombie survival tips, more reviews for shitty movies, and possibly a gamer rant. We'll find out soon. Alright, stay tuned, and thanks for watching, folks.